The world is trying to conform you. Wow, whoa. What does that mean? Wait a minute. The world. What I mean by the world is cosmos. What I mean is about the world system, okay? You go outside, and where you came from into this building just came from the world. Does that make sense? I'm trying to give it a location. The world is actually a group of people. It's everybody that doesn't believe in Jesus, that doesn't believe in God. That's the world. And how those people think and what they teach and what they believe, that's the cosmos. That's the thinking, right? So what we believe in, what we think as Christians, we believe in the Bible, we believe in Jesus, and we believe that we got to shape our lives after the way Jesus lived, right? So the things that Jesus did, we should do, and he teaches us how to live. But for the world, they have a totally different doctrine. They believe something totally different, right? So the world system means popular culture, a manner of thinking that is in rebellion against God. For example, it's popular to accept homosexuality and bisexuality and being gay, being lesbian, however you want to say it. I just heard about pansexuals and things that are just new. I'm like, wow, what is that? That's weird. I'm not even going to explain it because that's weird. But that's the world system. That's a common belief, right? Like you go in the world, it's like known. Oh, yeah, that's the world system. That's their doctrine. Oh, gays is totally okay. Another thing, abortion's accepted. Now, we've seen a recent turn in that, though, where like abortion's becoming not vogue anymore. And so abortion clinics are shutting down. Christians are like, yeah, no more abortions. But the other part to this, lastly, is we find that it's real popular to be tolerant of all religions. When I was going to McNeese, I met with this girl for lunch, and I had a class with her. I was pre-med, biology, chemistry, all that jazz. So I hung out with a lot of smarty pants. A lot of them were atheists, didn't believe in God. And some of them were Christian, like this one right here, flipping genius, but loves Jesus probably more than me. So there's this, you'll meet people like that in life, people who love God and people who is God? You know what I mean? Like totally opposites, man. Wow. One's married, one's like, who? So I said to this girl, and it's a popular thing, it's a popular thought process to believe in many gods and to accept all things. And so I'm sitting here with this girl, and she's Catholic, and I met with another, it doesn't mean what denomination, she could have been Baptist, but we're talking, and I'm like, well, look, like Jesus said, I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life. That's the words of Jesus. That's what we sung about tonight. He's the way to live, he's the truth, and everything else is a lie and darkness, and he's the life. He gives us life that we can't possess on our own. He's everything that we need and everything more. That's the gospel. So this girl, I was telling her, I was like, look, like you can't say yes to Buddha and say yes to Jesus. Like it doesn't work like that. And you can't be tolerant of Hinduism and Muslims, and you can't be tolerant of all of that. Meaning, like, you can't be like, oh, well, that's okay, you believe in Buddha, I believe in Jesus, so we're all good. No, we're not. Jesus was really, really narrow-minded in this. God, the Bible's very narrow-minded in it. There is one God. There is no other God. And if you call it a God, it's a little g, not a big G. There is no other God. There's only one God, and his name's Jesus. His name's Yahweh, or Yehovah, however you want to say it. One God. And we're here worshiping that God right now. We're opening up his word, his journal. Like if God were going to write down, like, this is what I think, here it is right here. Can't miss it. It's God. He's revealed himself to us. So when I'm trying to paint this picture, though, it's like it's a common belief. That's the world. That's the way the world believes. So what the Bible tells us is the world is trying to conform you. And what the word conform means, it means to fashion or shape one thing like another. Who's ever been in art? Okay, everyone should raise their hand. Like if you're in school, you should be in art. I mean, you've taken art at least once. And what do you do in art? Like, especially when you're younger, like you would eat glue and then you would like put stuff together, right? Whoever ate glue? I know I did. I tried it once. It was awesome. I do it every now and then. My wife doesn't know about it. So with that said, though, like in art, what do? Like you'll take a white piece of paper, it's called contour drawing, and you'll look at like an apple sitting on a chair, and you got to like recreate it, right? So I'm shaping it to look like that. Or better yet, let's take it even literally. Like you have a piece, whoever worked with clay, making clay pots, you know, then they'd put it in a big oven, you put your name on it, and you're like, Mom, look, and she breaks it, and you cry, and you move on with life. So what do you have? You have the clay sitting there right in front of you, right? And what do? Like, you're morphing it with your hands. You're conforming it. You're shaping the clay into an image. And see, that's literally, I want you to get this context real quick. The world, there's a pattern. There's a shape that the world wants you to look like. The world wants you to look like something. And what does it want you to look like? It wants you to look like a rebel. It wants you to be in rebellion with God, with them. That's the sole purpose of what the world's trying to shape you into. So the world would love to take Miss Tatiana here, one of our adult staff members, love to take her, this God-fearing, God-loving woman, and shape and shove evolution down her throat to conform her into the pattern of thinking that the world's in. Its goal is to get you, to shape you and form you in such a way that you look like a rebel against God. And guess this is the weirdest part, you don't even know it.